Central Officer Bradford. My role in this project is twofold: providing tactical support for our field operations, and keeping you briefed on the current situation. My efforts should allow you to focus on the bigger issues at hand. Speaking of which, we have a soldier waiting for a promotion in the barracks. I'll let you get to it.
Hi guys, welcome back to XCOM. Last time we finished our very first mission and it looks like everyone got promoted except for William Hill, the panicking guy. But that figures, doesn't it? Oh well. So, we are going to start off by going through and promoting our soldiers, and then we will go through the different rooms that require our attention and see what's going on at base. Alright, Nikolai. Nikolai was the one that got all the kills. He only had 3, but...
Commander to the research labs. Commander to the research labs.
Yeah, we'll go to the research labs. Alright, let's see what he can be.
Our snipers specialize in dealing massive amounts of damage from afar, but without sufficient training, they're vulnerable in close combat situations.
Okay, so in the vanilla game this would only be sniper, but Long War changes it so he actually has a choice between sniper and scout. And they're both really good, and actually they're both really needed. Scouts are really handy because they get lightning reflexes right away. And I'm not sure if they're the only one that gets that or not. But it's their first ability, so if I pick this, it'll make him a scout. And then he will be able to dispel Overwatch from enemies. If we need to like move up, we can use him to run first. And I'm thinking that might be a good idea for him because he only has 61 aim. He's got okay movement. It definitely could be worse, so that's good. And he's got okay defense, but the main thing I would look for, if I wanted him to be a sniper, I would want him to have more aim than this. So I think I'm going to go for a scout because it's going to be really needed. Alright, Nikolai, you're a scout. Okay, and then Amy Taylor. Let's see.
The heavy weapons specialist provides a crucial service to the squad. With the rocket launcher in tow, there are demolitions experts.
Okay, so again, we have 2 choices. This one, if I give her this tree, she'll be a support heavy, basically. Which is really nice. Suppression is really nice, especially when combined with holo targeting, which I think is the next option. And that will give everyone a bonus to hit the target, I think, after she hits them with anything. Even if she misses and she has holo targeting, it'll still put holo targeting on the target, even if she doesn't do any damage.
To the research labs.
So that's really nice. She's only got 65 aim, which is better. She has better movement than Nikolai. Kind of poor health. Rocketeers also need really good aim. It's pretty important. She wouldn't be a bad Rocketeer, but I think support for her. Well, not support. She's heavy gunner support. Gunner, yeah. Gunner is what it's called, right? So, yeah, there we go. Who's next? Heidi Jacobson. Okay, she's got really... Oh, the other person had 5 health too, huh? Well, anyway.
Just like it sounds, the support class provides that intangible edge our squads need. They make everyone around them better.
Okay. She is fairly balanced all around, although she has a little bit higher health. I think we'll make her a grenadier. Or maybe I should hold off in case no one else can be a medic. Let's see. Oh yeah, I should make her the medic. It's unfortunate because she doesn't have very good movement. What about this?
The assault class serves as our front line. They're the first ones into a fight and the last ones out.
Okay. This one I would give him an infantry class if I pick this one. This is one of my favorite abilities in the game. It pretty much if they don't move before they attack, it allows them to shoot twice. So it's really powerful.
Commander to the research labs.
Especially on someone with really good aim. This guy has pretty good movement though. He's got low health. Oh. It's unfortunate, otherwise he'd be a pretty good run and gun. I'm gonna make him a run and gun anyway. So he'll be able to run up to them and then shoot them with a shotgun, since his aim isn't that amazing. Assaults, alright. And Tim Grants. Alright. Tim Grant, you can be the infantry. Sounds good. And you, we were gonna make her the medic because no one else was a medic, so she's okay. I would like her to have more
to the research labs.
movement, but
Commander
it's
to the
fine.
research labs.
Okay, and I am gonna customize all these people, so they might have different names next time we see them, but for now we'll just leave them. Let's go through here. So they're calling us to the research lab, so let's go there first.
Hello, Commander. My name is Dr. Valen. I oversee the research labs. This is where all of XCOM's research and development takes place. We have already begun analyzing the artifacts recovered from our first encounter with the aliens. Based on our preliminary findings, we believe we can use them to develop some new equipment for our soldiers. With your approval, we will begin research immediately.
Okay, you have my approval. Let's see what we can research. Oh, dang it. Ugh, so we actually did not get enough sectoid
Commander to
corpses.
engineering. Commander to
That is
engineering.
really unfortunate. So we probably shouldn't have blown up so many sectoids. Darn. Oh well. I was gonna do this first anyway, because I would like to get... Although 18 days... I'm not sure. I really want to get laser weapons quickly. But this is also needed too, because then we can actually trade our alien corpses for things like scientists and engineers, and mostly scientists, but sometimes they give you other stuff too. So that's really good to have early on, but we're gonna have to wait. That's really unfortunate.
Commander, I realize our troops have to put their own survival first, but every alien we use explosives against is one less opportunity to recover new artifacts.
Yes, thank you. I was just explaining that, Dr. Valen.
Ah, Commander. I was wondering when you'd be stopping by. Welcome to engineering. Anything they can dream up in the research labs, we can build it here. Speaking of which, Dr. Valen has just sent us some new schematics. With your approval, we will begin fabrication.
Okay, let's look at this. Ah, shotguns. Okay. Oh, and we can make a satellite. I'm gonna check and see how many satellites we can actually put. I think we'll need something to build something before we can actually do those, so. These are actually free though. And you can use them in place of pistols.
Commander to the
And they're
Situation Room.
really nice for certain classes. So we're gonna make 4. They only take 1 day and they don't cost any money, so it doesn't matter. And let's actually go take a look at the Situation Room.
Every member of the council is going to want satellite coverage, so we should plan our deployments carefully.
Okay. This is the Situation Room.
Satellite uplink facilities at
So,
maximum capacity.
Yeah.
Additional uplink
Basically,
required.
if we have a satellite in these areas, we will lessen the panic, and we'll be able to find UFOs that are...
I'm receiving you. We'll monitor that contact, but I don't think it's related to the UFO.
Quiet, I'm trying to explain. Okay, we'll see UFOs in the sky if we have satellites. We do also need ships over there so we can shoot them down, which is the more complicated bit, I think. So, deploy satellites to gain monthly funding. Yep. Monitoring countries on the same continent will greatly increase the rewards. Yep. If every country is monitored, an additional continent bonus will be granted. We will need interceptors deployed in continents in which we have satellite coverage. Interceptors can be hired and transferred through the hangar facility. Right, so for example, if we started with Europe, so I believe we already have the expert knowledge. That was the bonus in the beginning, if you remember, where we get workshops and labs cost 60% of their normal cost to operate. And
Nothing to report at the moment.
so that's
Roads are
good.
clear.
But these, so if we were going to put satellites in China, if we have one satellite, we would get one engineer. If we have two satellites, we would get two engineers, and so on. If we have satellites in all of them, which is 4, then we would get future combat. But I think after we get all of these for Europe, and we'll be finishing off Europe just for the money, basically the monthly income, and the scientists are nice as well. But then we're going to go over here, and then hopefully by that time we'll be able to make more interceptors, and we'll have more satellites thingy-mabobs available to put satellites, because you can see here it says we have 1 out of 1 in orbit, so we have room for 1, and we have 1 there. We have 0 available to place. As we build satellites, we'll have more available, but we also need to build a certain building in our base to be able to place the satellites.
We've been picking up some odd transmissions lately. Some nut calling himself Commander Straker has been all over the news ranting about shadow operatives.
Oh my goodness, shadow operatives. Sounds crazy. Okay, so anyway, that's just my plan, just to let you guys know in case there's any question. And I'm definitely not like an expert at this game. I'm just going on my experiences and what's worked for me before and what hasn't worked for me before. So I'm sure there'll be some mistakes that I make in this Let's
Several
Play.
members of the Council have expressed an interest in acquiring some of the artifacts we've recovered. However, we should be careful in choosing what items we release. The research team may not have discovered their true value yet.
Right, so he's basically saying you can sell stuff here, which we can. We could sell a sectoid corpse for $2 or 2 credits. But he's just saying we should research it before we sell it. So we're going to save basically everything. It will say if we find damaged things from UFOs, we can safely sell those. But most of the things we want to keep for trading to the council and for research purposes. So yeah, that's that. We can take a look at the hangar. The hammer. Okay, so we currently have 4 aircrafts. We can go
When
look at
selecting
them.
a specific jet within the hangar, you can choose to modify its current weapon loadout to best serve our needs.
Right. So we can change the loadout, like he said. We can switch between Stingray missiles and Avalanche missiles. As far as I can tell, they both kind of suck. Medium damage and low armor penetration. I'm not 100% sure of the stats on the different UFOs, but I'm guessing the bigger ships have excuse me, more armor, so Stingray would be better against them. I'm not really sure, but I usually try and have like half and half in the beginning. So, but firstly, we can click rename, and it gets an awesome name, which I think is so cool. That's part of Long War. Slapshot. That's cool. And Chunk. And Royal. Cool. Paco. Razor. That's better. Alright, so. Okay, it'll take 12 hours to change the weapons. So we'll do that with that one. We'll give him those 2. So Royal and Razor are Stingray missiles. Oh, I forgot the difference already. Stingray has better armor penetration. Okay. Cool. Oh, we could just click that, right? Oh wait, does it actually explain it? Where is it? Oh, yeah. We don't know that yet, so I assume once we do some research, we'll figure that out. So we could order more interceptors. How much do they... Oh, they're so expensive. I'm not going to do that right now. If we actually had this bonus from the United States or in space, it reduces the cost pretty significantly. The initial cost as well as the monthly cost. Because if we look at our finances, this is how much we're getting total, our gross income. And then this is all of our costs. So our net income is $655. And we haven't even started playing yet. And like we're already losing you know, 200 a month. So we need more income, which we're going to do by putting satellites in the rest of Europe. Right. Okay. That's the plan. So now my plan is I am going to rename these soldiers. They will not be like you knew them when we come back. Yeah. So in just a minute, folks. Okay, so I finished naming everybody. As you can see, the names are a little bit different. I used a random name generator, and it was fantasy evil names. So yeah, there you go. They are completely random. I just went down the list that it gave me and started naming people. So, I mean, I tried to do the female-specific ones to female and stuff, and I particularly like this one. I thought that was pretty sweet. But anyway, and then once they get promoted a couple times, they will be allowed a nickname, and that's where it's going to get really fun. That's my favorite part. So anyway, one thing we did not look at was our facilities. So this is like actually where we can build stuff in our base, and it's randomly generated each time you start a game. So it looks like we got an okay one, although there's only one Steam, which kind of sucks, but we should be able to make use of this area here for our power. We might only actually need 4. I'm not sure how many power we'll need in the end, but they already have a satellite here, so we're going to make this our satellite area, and then we'll put probably labs up here and like workshop and foundry and officer training school and stuff down there. So we have to clear this out before we can build, so we'll do that. It's only 10 credits. One of the first things we're going to need is going to be a power thingy. And since I wanted to have this area be for power, I want to get down here first, because I know you can. I just hate building something temporarily and then destroying it later. I like to plan out where I'm going to put stuff first. So in order to build down there, we need to build an access lift. We can click build quickly. And this is where, when I mentioned that you could speed up building processes with meld. So we could make it 4 days if we paid more money and some meld. But unfortunately, we didn't find any meld. And yeah, so we're just gonna do that. And it's particularly useful if you're trying to build something within a time period. Like if you really need to get a satellite out by the end of the month to up your score or something, you can use that. But with Long War, it takes a really long time to build stuff. It takes a really long time for time to pass even. So you really have to be smart about where you're gonna put stuff. So I'll build another access lift here 7 days from now, because I will unlock that square, and then I will put power here, I think, just for now. And then I should have enough power left, I think, because this will be 2 more power. That'll be 26 out of 30. I should have 4 left, which is enough for a laboratory. Yeah, so I could either build a laboratory or a workshop. Yeah, it'll have to be one of these. It'll probably be a laboratory because we'll get engineers here and there too, but I really want to get laser weapons as quickly as possible because it's really important to be able to shoot aliens, and laser weapons give you more accuracy and they do more damage and things. So if you start fighting mutons and you still have the crummy regular weapons, it's pretty difficult. It gets pretty frustrating. So yeah, my #1 goal is laser weapons. And as far as this goes, I don't think we'll be able to build a satellite. I'll show you actually this is the thing we need, the uplink. So if we build one of these, we'll be able to put down some more satellites, and they have adjacency bonuses as well as the laboratory and the workshops do. So you get more of the bonuses if you have them all like lined up next to each other. So that's really, really important for the satellites in order to get maximum amounts of them. So we're going to want to put satellites here and in this whole square. I think we're going to need all of this because Long War makes it so I think there's only 1 per, yeah, there's only 1 per capacity plus 1 for every 2, but then Yeah. 1 XCOM satellite per uplink. So I believe in the vanilla game it was 3 per uplink. So it's pretty brutal compared to that game. So the original game. Anyway, that's that. So I'm going to hold off on building a satellite for now, I think. Although maybe I should just build 1. Because it takes a lot longer for the satellite to build than the uplink, I think.
Commander,
Yeah.
our current satellite uplink facilities are
Let's
at full
just
capacity.
build 1.
We should build additional uplinks as soon as possible to allow for new satellite deployments.
Okay, we're just going to build 1 so we have it just in case. And also, if we can't shoot down a UFO, like if we get unlucky and there's a big mean UFO, like medium or large, and there's no way we're gonna shoot those down. Like, we're not even gonna try. In Long War, I learned that the hard way. You need the laser cannon for your aircrafts, I believe, in order to shoot those down. So you pretty much just have to let UFOs circle around, and you can get unlucky and they can find your satellite and shoot it down. And then if you don't have one, then you're not scanning anything anymore until you replace your satellite. So it's always good to have 1 on backup, I think, anyway, from my experience with this mod. Alright, so we can't research. We named all our soldiers, and so we have quite a few soldiers. It starts you out with a lot more than in the vanilla game, as you can see. And I must say, there are a lot more guys than gals in this team. That's unfortunate, but oh well. Not that guys are bad or anything, I just think there should be an even amount to make things, you know, to make things more balanced. Every man needs a woman, every woman needs a man. Okay, anyway, sorry. So let's get going. Let's scan and try and find a UFO or something. Somebody that needs help. Alright, our shotgun's completed. Carry on. Keep going. Oh, and it said our aircrafts are back in commission. Alright, anything. I prefer a small UFO. That's what I would really prefer. UFO activity over Egypt. Okay.
Excavation
So these are the
complete.
people that were fatigued. They're coming back. Wow, we're really getting not very lucky with this stuff. There we go. Alright, it's an abduction. So it's not as good as UFO, because if we got a UFO then we could get more loot from it, which we need, but we'll get bodies from this.
Commander, we've picked up multiple requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
Okay, so we can tell it's not going to be a very hard one. It'll give us 80 credits, and it's in Australia. So let's do it. And up here, it'll give us a little description. It's always good to look at this. It's going to be a roadway, a long corridor with numerous vehicles. So I think I know what map that is. And I think it's a good one to have a sniper, but we don't have a sniper, so we're just going to have to go with the peoples that we got. Who didn't want to? Oh no! We're going to use him anyway, even though he's fatigued. I don't know if there's a downside to doing that. I assume there is. Maybe they get fatigued longer next time, but whatever. We need this infantry guy. So, this is Rythan Steel Cold. Oh, I know the names are totally inappropriate. I think it's awesome. Okay. So let's see. He's already got 6 health, so we don't really need to give him armor. This armor is just the basic armor. It gives 2 health. I don't know. He doesn't have that amazing movement. The downside to giving them armor is that it will take away 1 movement, so he'll have 12 movement. Or wait. Yeah. So, but he has 8 hit points. But they're just gonna be sectoids, so... and also, this guy has pretty decent aim, so that's good. There are different weapons we can give them. This one does the most damage, but it gives minus 15 aim and 1 mobility. You can steady it to get some of that aim back, but you basically, to use this, it's good to have somebody with really good aim, so like a high level person. So we're not going to give that to anyone yet. Assault rifle is the basic one, which they can also steady. You can give them this one, which gives mobility. It has less damage and you cannot crit with it, which is unfortunate. Or maybe just there's no bonus crit, I'm not sure. And the carbine is the weapon that you give to people that have really crappy accuracy because it gives +7 and +1 mobility. However, it does less damage and has less crit chance. So, this guy's pretty decent. We're going to leave him with the assault rifle. And this is where it comes in, the shotguns come into play. So, until you upgrade pistols, they're pretty crummy. So it's really handy for people that can be at long range to have a shotgun for their secondary weapon. I have found that it's much more useful than a pistol in most situations. So as far as this goes, everyone can have 2 items. So I think what we're gonna do first of all, we'll start everyone with, I really like flashbang grenades. I tend to use those a lot. We're gonna give everyone a laser sight, I think, and we're gonna try not to blow up that many aliens this time, so we'll go with flashbang. That'll be good. I'm not gonna customize their outfits or anything until they get promoted, because I feel like it's a waste of time if they're just gonna die. And they die a lot. Like, I'm gonna have to try really hard not to get attached to my soldiers this time, because I hate when they get like high level and then they just get one-shotted and it's like, no, you were so promising, but oh well, that's how it goes sometimes. So, okay, she's got good health too. She could actually do with some more mobility since she is a medic. However, I'm just gonna give her the carbine. I'll give her 1 mobility and help her with her aim. I'm gonna leave her with a, what is this do? Okay. This is another sidearm. It does more damage than a pistol, but minus accuracy, minus mobility. So no, we want her to have mobility. We're gonna leave her with a pistol because we want her at long range. She's the medic, so we don't want to send her up in the middle of everything. Unless we absolutely have to. Okay, for you, we're definitely gonna give you a med kit. And since she is a medic and she has the field medic talent, she gets 3 of them, so that's nice. And also another flashbang. We're just gonna load up on the flashbangs, I think. Okay, Tilthin. He's our scout. Okay, he's our scout, so that's good. We want him to have as much movement as possible. And actually, scouts can use sniper rifles and these new weapons, marksman rifles. I think they can use sniper rifles. Oh my god, never mind, they can't. They can only use marksman rifles, which we are gonna have him do. And snipers can also use these, but they obviously, if a scout uses them, even though it's like a sniper rifle, he won't have squad sight, so it has very, very, very poor aim when you're close up, just like a sniper rifle. The bonus to it is that they can move and then shoot, so it basically gives the snapshot perk. But they do get -10 aim. But it's really handy. It's really handy for scout, because they can still kind of act like a sniper, but they can still have that movement. And we're gonna give him a shotgun as well. And let's see. I think we'll give him... we're not gonna bother with his aim, I don't think. We'll just give him utilities. Well, actually, no. We're gonna give him laser sight. He's got pretty bad aim, so we'll give him that and a battle scanner. I don't know if we're gonna need that though. Whatever. Alright. Gunner. Zainoa Wildeye. For this class, she can have the LMG or the saw. So basically the difference, this is the basic one, it kind of is like the sniper rifle. You can only move or shoot in one turn. So the LMG is that one. It does more damage, but she won't be able to move and shoot. She'll just be able to shoot or move. So I'm gonna leave her with this one because it's already pretty good. She's gonna get a laser sight, and she's gonna get. We'll give her an HE grenade in case we need to destroy any cover. And Wildman Gustav, you will get. He's got 4 health only, so I'm gonna give him armor. And I don't know if I want to have him start with a shotgun, actually. I'm gonna keep him back, especially because he doesn't have that much health left. I'll just keep him with a rifle, and then I'll give him a shotgun in his offhand. Alright, and then we'll give him some plating for more health, and we'll give him an AP grenade. Alright. Linessa Sothal. Did I name her? Whatever. She doesn't have a class. She's a rookie, so we'll give her armor. She has poor health. We'll give her the carbine. She is a rookie, so she can't actually use this. They have to be a specialist to use the shotgun. We will give her a grenade, and maybe I should give someone else a medkit in case the medic goes down. Yeah, okay. Just in case. We want to play it safe. We're gonna try and play it safe. Alright, so looks good. Let's go! Okay, I'm actually going to cut the video here. When we come back, we will be on the mission.